My name is Sunidhi and I'm doing my master's in biomedical engineering. I did my co-op at Johnson & Johnson and it was situated at Irvine, California. I was the NPD quality engineer, which is the new product development. So we were working on new catheter that was supposed to be out in the market, and quality is the backbone of any medical device industry. So we go through testing, all the documentation, all the FDA regulations, and we have to make sure that whatever we are making, it meets those regulations and it's safe for patients to use. When I saw that catheter in action for the first time, I was shocked. It was going to treat AFib, and a lot of patients suffer from afibrillation. So something that is so new age is going to be out there, gonna save people and their lives and gonna impact their lives directly. And to know that you have an impact in that organization, you truly feel like, this is the field. That's why I chose this field. So when I saw that catheter in action for the first time, I was truly blown away by it. The Duke curriculum is very extensive. So, you get to go into the technical details. So I think I was very much prepared for what the industry has to offer, and I was very much prepared that what I want to offer to the industry. And I think that was another aspect, like talking to people, networking. So that was another aspect that Duke prepared me for. That strength and confidence in us was another something that Duke provided us. So we were really, really confident while we were going into this internship. We need to go through multiple layers to get stuff done. And I think in that ways, Duke also helped me a lot because, we get to learn the power of negotiation at Duke, and I think I was able to negotiate with the leadership. I think after my co-op experience, it prepared me about what I truly wanted to do, so that clarity of mind was very much there. Now I think I'm pretty much sure that I want to stick between R&D and quality. Duke gave me everything that was required for me to get into that co-op, and once I came out of co-op, I felt like that now I'm an engineer and now I can move forward from here.
My name is Cole Rollins. I'm a biomedical engineer, Master's of Engineering student in my second year. I worked for Arthrex in Naples, Florida. So at Arthrex, I was a Biomechanical Research Co-op. So I was performing studies with Arthrex products and human cadavers to prove that Arthrex products were the best. My favorite part of the co-op was working on a study, an internal brace knee study, where I got to use suture tapes from Arthrex and load them into a knee model and then prove that they were best out of all of the suture tapes on the market. I'd say the most complex thing that I got to work with was an $100,000 mechanical testing machine, which was an Instron. And that was really exciting because they trusted me to handle this hardware, and it was pretty exciting. I would say that the classes and the teachers at Duke were instrumental. I took a class called The Fundamentals of Business and spoke with Dr. Joe Knight, and he really showed me how important a startup and product manager can be for a company, and that really showed me that I would like to pursue that in the future. I spoke with my parents about the co-op experience and extending my schooling another 6 months, and I think what was best about the co-op was being able to network with people in the company and have 6 months to make an impact and show how good of an employee I can be. I'd say that my co-op experience really grew me as a leader because it allowed me to take initiative and learn how to speak with managers. I would definitely do a co-op if you can. A co-op is so important for your resume. If you can show that you have 6 months of relevant experience working at a real company, that's huge. It gives you an amazing opportunity to see how the company actually develops and works inside. And then you get an amazing opportunity to network with people and see what position you'd actually fit.
I'm Mike Lynch. I'm a associate professor in biomedical engineering at Duke, and I'm the director of the Master Studies program. The projects that the students are engaged in their co-ops and internships is pretty broad. The biomedical engineering department, I think they really appreciate much more strongly the manufacturability, the regulatory constraints, the clinical constraints that really shape sort of what is really possible in a real world setting, which I think give them a maturity that's important. And they also get a really great appetite for how it is to work on a high functioning team. And so I think the projects are exciting and they're passionate about the projects, but I think they're also passionate about learning a new way to work. When they come back from the program, they have a very clear idea of what success for them personally looks like, and that you can be successful in their own career, that confidence, and that translates and sort of is infectious with the other students. In classes, it's about getting the A's, doing great on the tests, the exams, the projects. And I think that they realize when they're in an industrial setting or a commercial setting that failure is not only okay, but expected, right? And they gain a lot of confidence from that. And so it's that sort of leadership mindset that does separate Duke from other programs. And I think the students that sort of are attracted to Duke, especially the ones that are industry bound, really want that sort of next step. So They want to be leaders in industry. They want to be taking off with their careers.